You're not just a man. You are a king that has been locked away in your own internal kingdom, scared of what life could be like when you start believing in yourself, in a way that prioritizes and puts emphasis on why you are here to begin with. A lot of men in today's day and age feel like the outside world dictates who they are. And within that, you are giving your own power away to something that really doesn't define you. You get to decide how this world defines you, and no one else, unless you give them permission to do so. And you have attracted today's video for a powerful reason. You are ready to declare yourself king. And this isn't something that boosts your ego. This isn't something that makes you feel better than others. What this is an energy of royalty, an energy of leadership, an energy of care you have not just for yourself, but making an impact for the betterment of the people. And men today are ignorant to their purpose. They're ignorant to their responsibility that makes them into the best version they can be. But a lot of people fear discomfort, men included. Discomfort is something that will challenge you to your breaking point. But when a man reaches the breaking point, he doesn't have to run from anything that once scared him, because he's confronting it head on. And the moment you feel like you're crumbling, the moment you feel like this world is not serving you, let yourself reach your breaking point, men. Let yourself feel whatever emotions that you store away and hide from yourself. Pretend like they're not there. No, they're there. And they're always going to remain in your body until you have the willingness to show up for yourself in a way that can actually heal how no one else was able to show up, how no one else cared enough to understand what you went through. And instead of you waiting around for the outside world to give a shit about who you are, you show them who you are through your actions. A man without clarity for the future he wants to build is a man who is going to be complacent and stuck within a world that doesn't actually create the foundation for him to build upon. If you really want to access your kingdom, you have to blow over the hay house you've been living in, the fragility you've been living in, the insecurities that waver your emotional states. What if you started seeing your emotions as a way to actually build your character and test your strength? Not just your physical strength, men, your mental strength. A true king is not a man who looks the part. The real test of a true king that can actually lead is a man who can lead himself through his own emotional states and does not allow the war of the mind beat him down into nothing. A lot of men define themselves in this world as a nobody. And guess what you experience? Results of what it's like to not be defined by yourself. And that's why you're so easily persuaded into feeling depressed, feeling anxious, feeling like you're not good enough. And a lot of people nowadays, men and women, don't feel good enough because they're watching other people live their best lives on a screen while they're taking action to create, and you're behind the scenes watching from afar. Let today be the end of your scrolling through the lives you wish you could live, and allow today to be the very day you rise into your victory. You take back your throne and you rule your world. Men, you are powerful. And we do not talk to men in a way that uplifts their spirit. We talk to men in a way that looks down upon them, that makes them feel ashamed just for who they are as a man. And even what that word means nowadays. What does a man mean to you? For a lot of people, the word man means authority, means control, means pain for a lot of people. Why don't you show them different? Why don't you be the change you wish to see for your younger self? Maybe you didn't grow up with great male role models. I didn't. But guess what I'm doing now? I'm believing in the men because I know that you guys are capable of so much more than when you run away from your emotions, you're dictated by your thoughts, and you then become weakened and unable to acknowledge the greatness you hold within, remembering your energy. Your energy is everything. A king does not have to shout from the rooftop that he's a king. This is a silent confidence that moves with him, that greets people. It's the light in his eyes. It's how people remember your presence. And when a man is energetically charged and isn't depleted by the behaviors that cause destruction on all levels, mental, physical, and spiritual, that is a man another person can look up to, that doesn't feel bad for. Too many men in today's generation are walking around like they're disposable, like your value doesn't mean anything. Your value is not dictated upon what another person views that as. How do you view your value in your life? How does the value you see within yourself play a part in the quality of life you live? Because if you don't see your value, you don't see yourself for what you've been through and how far you've gotten, and you give up now on yourself when you've already been through so much, that is not the point to give up. That is the point where you have to keep going. And I don't know what it's like to be a man. I'm making a video today speaking to the men because I see the power masculinity has. I can see the emphasis on the word masculinity in today's culture. And I don't view it as toxic. I don't view it as controlling. I don't view it as something that's harmful or a source of fear. I view it as something with high reverence for what we as a society need. We need healthy role models. And when you get to step up and be the best man you can be, the gift you are offering to society is more impactful than you know. You get to show women how you like to be treated by treating them in a way of respect, of reverence, of honor. A true man does not beat down on women, does not blame women, does not hate each other. It's a man who stands in his truth for what he knows to be. And maybe you don't see that right now, but that doesn't give you an option to stop the progress forward. Your thoughts matter, your definitions matter, and your actions will ultimately dictate the quality of life you live within. A king is not defined by a title. A king embodies the title he puts upon himself and the standard of life he lives within, and what that means for other people to look up to rather than down upon. Let today be the day you start taking action in the direction of your success, in the direction of you protecting your energy rather than giving it out to everyone so freely. And watch how your life transforms. Watch the difference of people you attract into your life based on value and quality rather than quantity and depletion. You are way more powerful than you know, and start activating the king mentality by taking lead of your own life and moving forward with an air of confidence that comes from the understanding you have of yourself, your past, your now, and your future, and how those can be in harmony in the very moment you remain present to your truth, your heart, and your integrity. And if you guys are wanting any further assistance, I do offer one-on-one coaching where you and I can work together to go over any area of your life in a way that gives you that source of inspiration, motivation, and courage to keep going. So my coaching email will be linked down below. And without further ado, you guys, if you like today's video and you want to give back in any way, give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.